Could you watch my chimpanzee? Do you want this chimpanzee as a domesticated pet? No, I do not. I don't want that.
And why not? They're so cute and trainable.
Welcome to the Babble podcast. We are two critters chittering at you. I'm Lydia.
I'm Katie. And I love your background for today.
Thank you so much. I'm in a lawn chair. It's purple, so it really fits the vibe. um,
It's gorgeous. It's giving shed. I like the sharp things behind you. That's my favorite.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of dead mice in this shed.
Little friends, just for us.
They're skeletonized.
Oh, forever. You could put them in like resin.
It's disturbing. I know there's a few key points in this room where the dead mice are. We haven't cleaned them up yet, and I just try not to look. But I saw one right before we started recording, and it is sticking with me.
Little critters. There are more critters here supporting us.
We're the only ones chittering, though. Those ones are long gone.
They have chatted, and now they are dead.
They chittered, and then they died. And that's going to happen to us, too.
Isn't that just the circle of life? I love it.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Yeah. That's the vibe for sure today. Just dead mice. That's how I'm feeling inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I got my period yesterday, so I'm just like,
slowly dying. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. You understand. Yeah, yesterday we were meant to be celebrating Chris's birthday, and I was just miserable the whole time, the whole day.
Was that different than normal? You're always miserable.
No, he was like, what are you talking about? You're exactly the same. I tried so hard to hold it together. I told him, he was being so annoying to me. He was being himself. But to me, it was annoying. And I said to him, you're making it really hard. I know it's your birthday, but you're making it really hard for me. He thought that was funny.
Could you just tone it down a little bit?
Yeah, can you tone yourself down a little? I made him a cookie cake.
Oh.
And yeah, it was good, except I tried to mix colors for the icing, and that was a mistake because the colors, I will say, were disgusting looking. Listen, his favorite color is yellow orange, so I tried to make like a pretty sunset color, and it just looked like flesh. It was really, really bad. It was so ugly. And I was like, no, this can't be the only color. So then I took half of that and then tried to make teal.
Yeah.
I was like, color theory. If I add blue, it'll turn like a greenish color because the base of this one is yellow. That didn't happen. It just turned like a really ugly puke green. And then I tried to add more and more and more blue to turn it teal, and then it just became like a grosser and grosser green color. So I was like, well, this is the colors for your cake. So it was like a cursed Christmas wreath.
It's really indicative of how when we're getting older, we get sick more often and come across pestilence and disease. And I think that really brings the flesh is like being born. It's your birthday. And then the green is you are going to die soon.
Right. So soon because he's so old now.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really
it
funny.
balances out.
I was like, I'm sorry your cake is so ugly, honey. He's like, no, that's okay.
Did it taste good?
It tasted really good.
Good.
So that's really all that matters. But it was hideous to look at.
You know what? I think it's good for you to create something ugly because normally the things you bake are beautiful. So I think you were owed.
You got to be humbled every now and then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not good at decorating things because I never really had to do that. That's not my specialty. And then I
I'm
always
making them.
I'm too ambitious. I should have just chosen one of the colors that is already the food coloring. Should have just done blue. I shouldn't have tried to mix my own colors. That's where I really went off
Because
the
you're really
rails.
limited. You're really limited with the range of food coloring. So it's really
Mm-hmm.
hard to do. I'm assuming you're using just like the store bought
It's like the gel ones,
grocery
but
store. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's just like the primary colors and then green. And I told Chris, I was like, I should have just put blue and made blue. And he's like, no, this is so beautiful.
It reminds me of the day I was born.
Right. Flesh color.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you. Yeah. So,
I
oh, I have a question for you. You're not allowed
okay.
to speak.
Okay, go. What is your question?
So, my question is, if you had to let's do three. Let's do three things. Three
Your
things
lists.
that you would never do. Like they're your absolute no-goes
In terms of anything?
in life. If someone was like, "Hey, let's go do blah blah blah," what would you be like? Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. Fuck you. Go die. Like
Yeah, as you do with friends that invite you to things.
you even asked me that. It can be anything. It could be like a food, or it could be an activity. Like an example
Okay.
is like skydiving or something. Like
I did do skydiving.
I
So
know.
that's
Yeah, you're so cool.
I'm just like the coolest person. Um I think I have said no on multiple occasions to when I'm invited to large gatherings when I only know one person and I know that person knows everybody else. And so that they are going to be busy not talking to me and I am going to be incredibly awkward just by myself. So
Very
I've said no to
specific.
that plenty of times. It's not. It's multiple people. It's I cannot physically, emotionally make myself go do that, and so that is a big no no for me. That's not fun to me. I don't want to go to a party,
Me
right? I
either.
don't want to go to like a party with people I don't know. So I
Me
have
either.
said no
That's
to
not a
that.
party.
No, no, it's not. What is one thing that you would say no to? Because I need to think of my second one.
Cave diving.
Oh God, yeah.
I will never
Oh,
do that.
talk about specific. You had that ready.
Yeah, well, those cave videos of people getting stuck in caves?
Yeah,
Chris and I sometimes get into like a rabbit hole of watching those.
it's horrible.
It gives me anxiety. I watched one once when I was trying to eat lunch and I literally lost my appetite because my body was like, I think we're in danger right now. Like just watching the video, it stressed me out so much because people get stuck in caves and then die. And then
Yes.
imagine doing that underwater.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I would hate that so much. Everything about it. Either underwater or just
Try.
dry,
They're
dry land.
they're like, so and so had to suck in his breath and like move in a certain way to get around this bend in the cave. It's like if you can't just be yourself, then you shouldn't be in there. Like if you have to try to make yourself smaller or breathe a certain way to fit around a bend and they're like crawling on they're like army crawling, sliding on their
It's
stomachs.
horrible.
Like what part of your brain is broken that made you think that that was going to be a good idea, that is fun?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. And it's like, no.
No, and then
Nothing
people
about
do
that is
that.
appealing.
No, they do that underwater where you can't see anything and then you have limited oxygen and you're in the fucking water. I don't know, just all of that sounds horrible. My cousin does some cave diving stuff.
She's braver than me.
Yeah,
That
well,
is for
she's
sure.
like scuba certified, obviously. That's like her job. I think she does like scuba stuff in Hawaii, which is so cool. I could never. She posted a video that she took of herself and I think her fiance, probably some other people too, exploring some cave underwater. It's beautiful. It's Hawaii. It's gorgeous. And she like goes through this whole thing and like comes up to the surface. And I messaged her and I was like, that was so beautiful. I also got an anxiety attack just watching that. Like, I could never do that.
Absolutely. No.
It's a no
No,
from me.
thank
I have
you.
no desire. I'll watch you do it. I'm not going to do it myself.
No, no, no. Nothing about that is fun. You have to be like what is that called? Adrenaline junkie. To really consider that, I would think. Or if you know the passage is safe, that's one thing. But to see the people that get like stuck in these like horrible situations, I'm like, why would we do that?
Yeah, they're like trying to map a new area and get lost or stuck and then they panic. That is my worst nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, no. I would panic from the beginning and just never do it. So
I'd be so
I'm with
unhelpful.
you. Maybe just move. We're gonna have to break your legs off to get you out of there. But
Yeah, like that guy, I think his name is Brian. I don't remember. You know, the man who got stuck in the cave, head down.
yeah, you shared that with me, and it stuck with me. I will never forget
And
it.
they had to cement his body in there. They closed the whole tunnel because there was no physical way to get him out even after he had passed away. He was so stuck.
Nope.
That story was obviously heartbreaking and disturbing to say the least.
Very
was
disturbing.
That was one of the ones where he was like he was 6 foot tall or something, so he had to like bend a certain way to get through this part. It's like, and that's the time where you gotta turn around.
Yes, and he had taken a path that was like untraveled before.
Yeah, he like
But I
went
think
farther than anyone else, and he thought it was going to open up into something, and it didn't. It just was a dead end. Literally something that happens in a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
So I will just never be doing that. If I'm in a cave and at any point someone's like, okay, everyone, now we all have to get on our hands and knees and on our bellies and slide through this part. No, I will be turning around. I need to be standing the entire time.
I did it once. I think it's called, what is it, splunking? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've done it once, and it was when I was a teenager. It was like a class trip, and I will never do it again. It is very claustrophobic. Obviously, the one we went down was well-traveled, safe, but there was definitely parts where, like, every part of... I was on my belly, army crawling, and every part of me was touched by the walls and floor of the cave, and, there was someone behind me, like a classmate behind me and a classmate in front of me. And like I couldn't see forward, like where we were. And the person in front of me kept getting like stuck and like kind of panicky. And I was like, you just need to fucking go. You just need to move.
No, yeah, absolutely no. No for me. Because then you're like, yeah, you're depending on other people in order for you to get out of that situation, which is something I despise.
I will never do it again. It was not fun for me in any way. Yeah. No. Okay, so the second thing that I wouldn't say yes to if somebody asked me to do it is probably hiking the Appalachian Trail, which I have already promised one person I would do with them many years ago. And I really don't want to.
They're still waiting.
They're still waiting. I'm getting further and further away of like physically being able to do it, so I don't know why. I don't know why I said yes.
Really hard.
It is, and you have to basically, like the fun part of it is you're bringing everything with you that you're gonna like use on the trip. Essentially, I mean, I think you can pick up food on the way, obviously.
Yeah, you have to like people mail stuff to you at the different checkpoints.
And I don't like hiking that much, and I don't know why I said yes. But
Well,
I like
there would
this
be
person.
a lot of that. There'd be a lot of hiking.
It'd be all you gotta hike until you die, and then
And sleeping outside multiple nights in a row. All your food is outside.
and using the bathrooms outside and
Yeah,
picking
yeah.
it up and bringing it with you. I'm pretty sure is like the thing that you're supposed to do.
Even your piss?
Okay, maybe that just you let it go. I don't know.
Carry that with you.
Little baggy. It's good self defense.
My backpack is so heavy. And someone's like, why? I have all this piss.
Just open it. It's just little baggies of piss. Oh, it's horrible.
Ew.
And you have to like make your dinner over a little campfire. I am not made for that. And I knew at the time that I said yes that I was not made for that.
And so you
why?
lied. You lied to this person.
I wanted to be that person that would do it and could do it. I just know myself better. I am not. I am not in any sense that person.
Well, it takes months, doesn't it? It's like a
You have
month
to
long.
train. You have to train, and I would, yes, the actual trip takes months. I would personally have to train and like learn about camping and outdoorsy things because I am very ignorant at this current juncture. So I would probably just die if I went right now. I'd have to like do little practice camping trips, which would be fun. I like camping. I just don't like the hiking part. Like I don't think that would be fun.
No, having to carry all the stuff you need, that's the part I don't like. Camping, you get to pack a car. The car is carrying everything. And I can bring so much excess stuff. With the hiking part, you really need to plan. And people, I've seen videos, people like weigh themselves of like how much all their stuff is. You have to all pack it like a very specific way so it all fits. You have to get really good shoes and all the different clothes and stuff. Like, I've heard, yeah, like you get like stuff sent to you at the checkpoints because the climate changes
Interesting.
like throughout. Because if you start like in the south, it's gonna be hot. But then like obviously if you get closer up towards the northeast, like it's gonna start getting colder. So you have to like get different things sent to you. People be dehydrating food.
It's just not life, you know? It's not
No.
living good life. And like every day, all day long is
Walking
just walking. That's all you're doing. For
on
months.
like terrain that's not even.
All you do is walk.
I would die for sure. My asthma would not handle that.
I know, I would have to really get my little inhaler ready.
Yeah, that's like another version of myself like 6 years ago. Because like I couldn't imagine doing that now, like with a kid too. Like I would not want to leave my kid for that long, but also you'd have to take up so much time of work and stuff. Like it's so much, it's a whole thing.
I know people do it for like retirement, and
Yeah.
I think that's fucking wild. No, thank you.
Yeah, I would also never do that. Because that's too much of a commitment. If someone was like, let's just go on a normal hike, I would probably say yes to that. I would not enjoy it.
Yeah, I
But
wouldn't enjoy it, but I wouldn't say no.
right. My other big no-no is what is my other big no-no? I the thing is I'd say yes to pretty much a lot of things, you know? I guess you know what I definitely say no to is an Italian sub. No, thank you.
Hey, okay, so that doesn't count as one of your things.
This does. If someone
Yes, it
was
does.
like, eat this Italian sub, I'd say no.
No, I'd rather die.
It's on my no list.
Okay, well, I tried it because I want to be open to what other people are suggesting, and I
No.
hated it. Sorry.
Whoever
Sorry
told
that-
you to order that sub, cut out. Cut out of my life. No. You gave me a
So-
bad recommendation.
So I moved to the state. It's been a year now. And people, my coworkers primarily, are still surprised that I haven't tried certain restaurants. I've avoided them because I've seen them in like airports and I'm like,
Gas station. It's like a
gas
gas
station.
station chain.
I'm like, I don't think that's probably good. And they're like, you've got to try it. It started in this state. Like, you've got to try it. This is what you have to try when you get it. So I did, and it was, I got an Italian sub because that was what I was told to get. First of all, I hate tomatoes.
Me
And
too.
so I had to take the tomatoes off, but everything was covered in tomato juice.
Yep, that's why they suck.
And then I had the oil and like the pepper on it. So it was soggy, just like out of the bat. And like opening the paper was everything was covered in oil. It was horrible.
So gross. I hate like those peppers.
Yes.
I hate those like whatever they're called, banana peppers or whatever the fuck. Like that style pepper.
This did not have that on it. However, the pickles were
Hate
like
pickles.
pickled in like, okay, first of all, that's crazy.
Hate tomatoes, hate pickles, hate vinegar, hate this sandwich.
Okay, that's tomatoes I get because I also hate it. Pickles is wild.
Gross.
The pickles in this particular restaurant is made in such a way it tastes like banana peppers to me, which I don't like. It tastes very Italian antipasta,
Yeah, I don't like
which
that
is
flavor
it's just
profile.
not my thing. And the olives were, I'm used to like
hate
canned
olives.
black olives, which is what I like. This was more like Greek olives and like,
Okay, that's the thing too. I really like the canned black olives.
I like
Chris,
the bad ones, yeah.
yeah, Chris is like, these are not real. Like, these are the gross version of olives. I'm like, these are the only ones I will eat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That's
like
what
the
I
other
grew up.
kind. Yeah.
That's what I grew up eating, and so that's like all I know. And
too.
anything else is too natural tasting. So
Yeah, I agree with that.
that's my reasoning for doing something I knew I wouldn't like to do. But now I can say, look, I tried it and you're actually wrong.
Right.
And they told me, oh, you shouldn't have gone to that location. You should have gone to another one. I'm like, no.
No,
I
bitch.
spent money and my lunch break getting this sandwich and it made me want to throw up. So I will not be
Right,
doing
and now I'm going to throw up all over you.
that.
That's punishment.
Yeah. You won't suggest that to me again. And I got coffee at this coffee place. It has like coffee in the name and there's coffee beans all over its little branding. I got a hot coffee because it's winter still. And they're like, you got coffee at this place? I was like, yes. That's what I would think they're known for. Like, you can't get coffee there.
Well, it's called Aroma Joe's.
Yeah.
It's a coffee place.
It is a coffee place. And there's like coffee steam coming out of it. I'm like, you would think they're like, they probably haven't served hot coffee there in like a decade. I'm like,
That's like saying, you got a burger at Burger King?
ooh.
You got a coffee at Aroma Joe's?
I did. And it was good. It was a
No,
coffee.
don't lie.
It was fine. And it was delivered to me by a coworker's spouse. And so that was like, yes, I am cashing in on this person's relationship. Which is always nice.
Wow.
Okay. How many things have I said?
You said
I've
two. We both said two. So what's your last one?
Okay.
I know mine. Oh my God.
Oh God. Hold on. I need to think of mine. You can't just. This is
I know
very serious.
mine.
I'm
I know
taking this
mine.
Very... I'm taking this very seriously. Let's see. Okay, you go.
Oh my God. Okay, so if someone ever asked me, hey, would you mind babysitting my pet chimpanzee?
That's so
I would say no. Say no to that. Or could you watch my chimpanzee? Do you want this chimpanzee as a domesticated pet? No, I do not.
okay.
I
That's
don't
so
want that.
specific. And why not? They're so cute and trainable.
Listen, any exotic animal that anyone has, I will not be going to see it. I will not be a part of this. I don't want to be a part of the criminal investigation that is definitely going to happen.
When your face is eaten off. Ooh. Yeah.
Ripped off.
Ripped off and then eaten.
Or just thrown
Probably.
away because they just do it for the thrill.
That's wasteful.
They don't be giving a shit. Yeah, if anyone ever said that to me, so far that hasn't happened, luckily.
If it does, report to the authorities.
Report back here first.
Yep.
Yeah, no, if anyone was ever like, look at this cute pet I got, and it ends up being a chimpanzee or a tiger or anything like that, I can't be a part of that. Remember Tiger King?
I do. I never watched it. Obviously, I watched it like through Instagram and like the
Yeah.
news covering of it.
I watched it because it was like COVID time.
They didn't
And
get killed by their animals, right? That was all fake.
no, but he did not take good care of them. And it was a theory. I don't know the update on this, but the theory was that he also had like alligators and stuff. And next to the alligator habitat, there was a storage building which carried like all their security footage. And something happened on the security footage that he didn't want anyone to see, supposedly. And so he allegedly burned down this building, which then also burned the habitat of the alligators or crocodiles, whatever it was. So he ended up killing some of his
Oh,
own animals.
I hate this man.
Yeah, and he would like feed them like expired grocery store meat, like all the tigers, because obviously feeding a tiger, just one tiger, would be really expensive. But he had way more than one. So he couldn't afford to feed them like real food. So he would just buy like, or he would like get the expired meat from the grocery store and give that to them.
Why? Why have them at that point? I don't understand.
I don't know. It was psychotic. So if ever someone like that was like, "Hey, you want to come to my zoo in my backyard?"
Mizzou.
My zoo. Like, no, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And 911. Hello?
911. I have the police are on their way.
The police are on their way. All right, I found my last one.
Wait, does that mean you would say yes to this?
No. What if someone offered, excuse me. If someone offered me their chimpanzee, no. I would not take
Well,
it
so then we
in
know what
any
your
way.
third one is.
Well, I can't steal yours.
Just kidding.
I would never give away my pet chimpanzees to anybody. My third one is I will never go to a MLM party, like when they are selling Tupperware or bags. I will always be upfront that I am not interested, and if they care to listen why, I will tell them. I've been reached out to multiple times by a few people.
You have? Like old
Yes.
classmates? No one has ever reached out to me. They know I'll say no.
Yeah, they think I'm too nice. One of these people, like, I reached out to this person because they were having some serious health problems.
Wait, say who it is, and then we won't say it in the episode though. But I want to know who it is.
And so I, like, reached out to this person because they were having serious health problems. And they used that later on. Because of their health issues, they started their MLM journey, essentially. And they used the fact that I had reached out to them recently to try to sell things to me.
I hate that.
I'm like, okay, you almost died. This is
Right.
what you think you're gonna do? I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, they used your kindness as like a business opportunity.
Yeah, and I guess this was in our earlier 20s, but still I felt like we should have known better at this time. I followed this person through their MLM journey. They got really into it, and they were, oh gosh, lying, essentially. They were just spouting health nonsense that wasn't true. And I could tell from my untrained ears, I knew that what they were saying was false. But they just had to, like, when they would, like, do a video about, like, a certain product, they just had to fill the void, and they would just say whatever.
Because they were selling like teas and stuff, right?
Protein,
Right, okay.
fiber supplements, teas,
What if
the
it was
whole thing.
like, what if she was selling like Tupperware? She's like, this Tupperware is gonna change your life.
No.
Yeah, like it was like stuff you eat.
It was stuff you eat. They were like, this fiber supplement's gonna really cut down on your love handles. And it's like,
That's how it works.
I don't think that's how that works. Actually.
This supplement will make you be able to see through people.
Oh my god. Yes. We should totally create a fake ad for some supplements like that. That'd be
Have
hilarious.
you ever needed X-ray vision? Well, you're in luck.
This protein powder will allow you to see right through human beings.
You know what we need to no, we'll say that it will let you spot cancer in people.
And cure it.
Or like yeah, incure it just by like thinking about it.
Yes. It will cure cancer through X-ray,
Right. It will cure
telekinesis.
yeah, it will cure cancer by allowing you to spot the cancer ahead of time. Mm-hmm. Okay, or I guess it wouldn't cure cancer, prevent it.
I want
And then you need to take a different supplement
yes.
to boost your brain power, and that's what lets you cure the cancer.
Okay. And you need to ascend to that level.
And you need to buy the book that teaches you the proper verbiage to speak the cancer out of your body.
Exactly. Written by, just coincidentally, the same person that makes all these supplements.
Right. Us.
Us.
Yeah, it's that crazy.
I think we could sell it. I think we could do it.
Oh, I no doubt we could do it. I would feel terrible the whole time.
I
You
mean, I
wouldn't. Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I found a fourth one that I would never do
Oh, you found it? Where?
in my brain.
Oh, okay.
I would never go to space in like Elon Musk's
Oh.
spaceships.
Yeah, I would also never participate in anything SpaceX related. I would also never anything Elon Musk at all. Cybertruck, no.
No, we don't want that. We don't need that in our lives. So Elon Musk has a spaceship going to the space station to pick up astronauts who, to my knowledge, don't need to be rescued, but like he's acting as though it's like a rescue mission. But in the news just last week, I'm pretty sure one of his rockets malfunctioned and blew up into a bajillion pieces, and it was huge news. So if I was those astronauts, I'd be like, fuck no, I'm not getting in one of your rickety spaceships. Hell no.
I saw a headline. I think they really are stuck up there because it was supposed to be an 8-day mission that's now like day 200 something or whatever. And so I don't know how this got reported, but apparently I saw an article that said the stranded astronauts don't want to be rescued by SpaceX. Like they said no.
They're coming anyway. Doesn't matter.
They're blowing up aircrafts every day trying to get up there.
Yeah, one day they're gonna get up there real good.
One day it just explodes closer and closer to them each day. One thing I would definitely never do is eat like a gallon of egg salad all at once. Like, I just wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do it even if it was nice and warm for you?
Even if it was like the perfect temperature, I'd been sitting in the sun for a couple days. No.
No, not gonna do it. It reminds me of the dream that I had where I was at a grocery store in like pioneer times, but it was just Hannaford's. It was just like a grocery store. And I was buying all these things for like pies I was gonna make and food that I had to stock up on. I lived with this huge family, kind of like Little Women-esque times, and but I had to buy my own food. And then I get home and it's all boiled eggs. And
That's all you need.
I'm like, I don't want this. And I woke up and immediately thought, like, Lydia put this in my brain somehow.
You're welcome.
You always talk about eggs, you're obsessed.
Yeah, it's a running joke between me and Chris that he loves egg salad so much. Because he doesn't. He hates egg salad. But I like to joke that he loves it so much. And I used to post on his Facebook back when Facebook was like actually a thing people used. I would go on his profile and post things about, I ate so much egg salad yesterday. Feeling so good. And I had this whole series going where he would talk about how much he loved egg salad. Or I would say, like, just had some egg salad that I left in the car the other day. Do you think that's all right? And see what people say. Or, oh, I remember one, it was so funny. I said, I think I finally had enough egg salad, like something like that. And then I said, comment RIP if you agree. Or if you're as heartbroken as I am, comment RIP below. And like several people did.
I feel like I remember seeing his family members post on that too. Not knowing. Or at least like it.
One of my uncles was like, so like does Chris really like egg salad? Or it's like, yes, he does. Yeah, no, a lot of our friends were like, rip. So sad to hear this.
You know
It was
what?
funny.
I don't think I've ever had egg salad.
Me either, and I won't. Especially
won't.
a gallon of it.
No, that's not how you start.
No, it's not.
Gotta ease in, but I hate everything about it, so I will not be eating it.
Well, I like the eggs part, but I don't like when they're all chopped up, and I don't like that it's like a liquid, but it's a solid, and I don't want it.
And it's based with like mayonnaise? No.
Yeah, I'm
Cursed.
not into it.
Everything about it is cursed.
Yeah, I agree, which is why it's funny to joke about.
No. I feel physically ill when you bring it up, so I wish you would stop.
I'm going to keep bringing it up. I actually had a really interesting conversation with ChatGPT about egg salad the
Is
other
that the
day.
only person that will talk to you? Talking this way?
I asked it, how many eggs would it take to fill up a dump truck with egg salad? And then it told me, and I said, no. I want to fill the entire truck, the cab too. It was like, oh. And then it gave me the metrics for that. And it was very, very funny.
And did it also give you, like, the mental health crisis hotline?
Should have. It really should have. No.
Like, and you need some help, so here you go.
Why are you asking this? Yeah. No, it didn't get into that, unfortunately. That would have been really funny.
Did it tell you how many eggs? 'Cause now I'm curious.
I said, first I just said, good evening. And it said, good evening, how's your day been? And then I said, why did it take you so long to respond? And he said, oh, my bad. No excuses for that. What's on your mind?
Oh, what a good friend.
Yeah. And I said, just thinking about egg salad. And it said, solid thing to think about. Are you craving it or just pondering its existence? So I said, pondering how much it would take to fill 2 dump trucks.
Oh, 2. Okay, we're getting real specific.
And it said, that's an interesting thought. Are you thinking of how much egg salad you'd need to fill 2 dump trucks or just curious about the volume? And then I said, how much egg salad?
Get right to the point, bitch. Tell me the answer.
Exactly. And then it broke down the math. It said cubic yards, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's giving me a bunch of math, and what did it say? What did it say? To calculate, 648 cubic feet times 1.5 pounds equals 972 pounds of egg salad for 2 dump trucks. And then it said, that's a whole lot of egg salad. And then I said, I want to fill the cab too.
Shut up. I have more questions.
I want to fill the cab too, not just the dump part. And then it was like, well, that's probably about third of the space. It was so funny. Oh, yeah. It was a really great conversation we had. That's even more egg salad than before.
Yeah, it is.
You don't say. And then, do you want me to estimate how many eggs it would take? Yes. So it said basically you would need 6,480 eggs.
So many eggs.
And then I said, I wonder how long it would take to eat all of that. And it kept going from there. And then I asked it, how would I store that much egg salad? I want to eat it all within 5 days.
Oh no.
How much egg salad would I need to eat every day before it goes bad?
And the answer was like all of it.
It was like you
you'd
have
have
to
to
eat.
eat a fifth of that every time. It's
It was
disgusting.
like over 300 pounds or something of egg salad every day.
You would just be dead. You would be dead.
I said, would that be bad for my health?
What did it say?
It said yes, it would be very bad.
Okay. I was just curious because I got a couple dump trucks and didn't really
Yeah.
know how to proceed.
It's like, oh, actually, all that extra protein's really good for you.
Yeah, and the mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's extra. That's really good for you. That's what my MLM leader told me.
Have it really cuts down on the what is that? Love
Cancer?
handles.
Oh,
The cancer and the love handles. Mayonnaise is the way.
the cancer that was in my love handles is gone.
That'll be our testimonial.
Yes.
It'll just be a Photoshop photo of someone with like their sides just like very poorly
Missing.
photoshopped out. Yeah.
I want it to be like the dotted line, like it got cut away.
Yes. We could totally do this. An egg salad would be the product we're selling. But it would be called something else because it needs to be like a magical product.
Cancer salad. No, that sounds bad.
Cancer canceling salad. No, I feel like I feel like it should be
3 of the same letters.
yes at the s sound.
Suck.
Zesty, which is a z, which is different than s, but close enough. Zesty
Well, you know what I always say is
slimming
that
salad.
a Z is just a spiky S.
Yeah, it's a spicy.
Right, so it does work. Zesty salad. Zap, Zancer.
Damser.
It's with a Z.
Oh, Sanser.
It would be, okay, it could be cancer zapping salad.
Yeah, yeah. I think that would be good.
Oh no no
What
no!
about-
It's called the Zesty Zapper.
Yep, and we're like little lightning bolts.
Yes, and yeah, this is perfect. And we'll market it towards everyone in the world.
We'll call it a protein shake.
Yes, but it's a salad and it's eggs.
Yeah, and they're solid bits. Don't think about it. It'll
Just chug it down. Just chug. Those are the zast the what the,
that's the zasty bits with a Z.
the zapping booster.
Ooh, yep, we gotta have a booster in there. And it'll come with like a protein shake bottle with a little like ball in it so you can shake it up.
No, you can't have the ball though because then the zapping boosters will get caught up in it.
Yeah, that's what's funny. It'll be disgusting.
You got to pick them all out
Yeah.
to get the full benefits.
Well, we'll have to talk more about that. We don't want to give
yeah.
away all our secrets.
Oh, right, of course. No one steal this idea from us.
Please.
Well, thanks
Love
so
it.
much for listening, everybody. This was such a fun episode. I'm so glad we have 2 subscribers.
I know, it's exciting.
Well, we have 5 total, but 2 people we don't know.
Strangers is what I said in the last episode. We have 2 strangers listening,
Right.
potentially. and I hope you enjoy.
Thank you, strangers.
Thank you. Welcome.
Well, we'll chitter chatter at you next week.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.